Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's me and Cornell. We're back on the turbo spark build. A few things have changed throughout the course of the day, well, the course of the week. We've had horrible weather, we've had power outages, so no progress has been made on the car from our side whatsoever. We did though get the following things. Okay guys, so just after unpacking the whole car and getting everything out of there, getting sorted and ready for what we need. So we've got quite a few things that we need to address and a few things that needs to go onto the car. As you guys can see, everything that needs to go into the car: half intake manifold, filter, spark plugs, that's some prepping stuff, some cleaning up stuff, connectors, mask, insulation tape, masking tape, Scotch-Brite, duct tape, hose clamps, boost pipes, trunking, cable ties, heat shrink, oil return from the core, gasket, blank of plates, turbo, whatever, exhaust stuff, V-band, flex joint reducer, elbows, brand new freshly painted intercooler, Loctite for making sure that none of the bolts go loose, some sealer, oil, the sump, cutting discs, narrowband sensors, some more turbo stuff, oil and coolant, and then there's the little PP key for the return hose for the turbo. So that's all done here.
Low key and staying candid, reflect on all the things I try my hand at. Search for the equation to persuasions I'm used to. Finding comfort in the zones of clouds and bones I get loose to. A mountain is Fontaine, spinning in monsoon and grinning this high octane.
Okay guys, so the plan of action for this morning, Cornell's going to start locking up the boost pipes, the boost pipes, the down pipes. He's going to get all that stuff sorted, get all that stuff ready. He's going to get all that stuff ready and get everything fabbed up and locked up and get everything tacked together. We've got our welder, we've got everything sorted, so he's going to do that. And I'm going to do a little bit more boring stuff, a little bit less entertaining stuff to film. I'm going to be doing the ECU and the wiring. Rounding up the ECU, doing the wiring, he's doing the downpipe. Let's get going and see you guys after the time lapse. So sit back, go grab a cup of coffee. It is 8:30 in the morning. So
Chucky got the sauce, bitch.
Right guys, I just want to give you an update on the boost, on the downpipe and stuff so far. And Kazi here is scratching on the laptop to get the wire and the wire, the
fuel pump.
Yeah, the live wire for the fuel pump to get the ECU, or the signal wire if you want to put it like that, to put the, so the ECU can run that. And yeah, let's see how he's doing. I'll show you now what I've done on the downpipe so far. So yeah, let's see how if we can win the signal wire for the ECU on the fuel pump. So let's just
Okay, progress so far. We pulled all the wires through the firewall, as you can see through there. We've got our 24 and 14 pin plugs, and on the 24 pin plugs, there's everything that controls everything in the ECU. The signal plug, if you want to put it like that. So I know exactly what wire it is for the fuel relay. If I'm not mistaken, it's this pink one. The pink one. Is it pink one? So the fuel rail or the fuel pump is controlled by this pink wire. This is the fuel relay signal wire. So I just need to figure out how it goes, how it connects to the relay. I've got the diagram here open in front of me on the laptop. I've determined which one is the power wire. I've determined which one is the earth wire. I just need to figure out how to. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to use this standard factory relay because it's not going to do us the proper things we need. But anyways, I'm still at the same point. The only thing I have done so far is just pull the wires through and determine that that's the fucking live wire. That's the only thing I have determined. But other than that, I know where everything else on the engine goes. I just have to figure out how it wires up and how everything works. But yeah, this is my chicken's nest. Like I said, this is not entertaining. This is not fun to watch. Making the downpipe as big as stuff that gets done. This is something you're never going to see. It's never going to be noticed, but you have to do it properly the first time. Can't never do it again. It doesn't need to be touched once again. So we're going to do it like that and continue from there. So back to Cornell.
okay. So yeah, I tacked it there to the turbo on the outer housing, coming down. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come down here on the bottom. Let me just see if we can see it from here. Yes, we can do that. So there's it coming out. I'm gonna put the elbow here, so it goes down to the exhaust down there. So yeah, when I put in the flexi hose and the clamps and stuff like that, then we can take it from there again. So I'll put you guys back on a nice time lapse again, and that's it. Enjoy the rest of the good show and stuff.
Hey guys, okay, so a little bit of a progress update. I'm losing my patience with the whole harness. It's giving me a hell of a hard time to start figuring out, and I don't have the patience now. So I want to get a lot of stuff done, and something that's gonna keep my head being scratched is I'm just gonna leave that for now. Just focus on stuff that can be done and get done quickly, so we can get more stuff ticked off of the list. So at this point, we're at the back of the car. I'm gonna take out the fuel pump, and the way you do that is underneath the passenger seat, well, the rear passenger seat on the driver's side, in the right hand side, the correct side. Underneath the seat, if you check here, there's a cover. That underneath this cover, you get the whole fuel system in here, the fuel pump and the fuel lines and everything, and the tanks underneath here. This is your access point to the top, and then you get this ring nut. And the way you get this loose, this car has not been tampered with whatsoever. It's still a stock standard, well, until now. But yeah, the ring gear, the only way to get this loose, if you take like a hammer and a small hammer and a flat screwdriver, and you just gently encourage it. Don't force it, encourage it. Just slight taps. And at the point where it gets loose enough, you can just take it off with your hand, and you keep on turning it, and it comes off. I took mine off prior and I forgot to record, so I'm just coming back to this. That's why everything is loose and easy to access, and this came off in my process of figuring out the fuel pump relay. So yeah, if you just open up this fuel tank, take off the ring nut, and you just slowly but surely lift out the fuel pump and fuel pickup. And slowly, if you turn it to the side, you are going to have spillage. It's unfortunate, but you are going to always have spillage. You just must always make sure you never hook the float of your fuel tank. Otherwise, it's going to go out of calibration. Everything's going to go off. And then time to take off. A lot of the stuff in here, we just basically just want the fuel pump, nothing else. No regulator, none of these fancy unnecessary things, because you're going to have a mechanical fuel pressure regulator that we're going to use inline to sort that out. Update. I'm just going to go to the counter, take this apart, and I'm going to put you guys back on a time lapse, and then we go for round number 2, I guess. Let's go. Hey guys, okay, so just a quick update for you guys what's been happening. Cornell's still busy with the exhaust, and the downpipe has actually made a fantastic looking pipe here, all things considered. We're doing, just bear in mind that we're doing what we can with materials that we have. Cornell is doing arc welding and is using mild steel sticks. We know that's going to be a rusting issue in the future, but to prevent that later on, the only thing that we're going to do is we're going to get this all prepped and nice and pretty, and then we're going to take it to get coated in something that like chrome coating or whatever the case might be. We'll still consider things in the future, but for now I know it's going to last. I know it's going to probably last a lot longer than this motor is going to last, oddly enough. But yeah, I'm doing this everything with the risk in mind that I can blow this motor. I 100% understand that. But in regards to the fuel tank, this is what we took out, the fuel regulator that came with the car, and all the headaches that come along with this. Because the reason that we need this now, because instead of having fuel being regulated inside the tank, we need it to be regulated inside the fuel line. To keep the pressure nice and high, we got this inline fuel regulator that we're going to use for regulating our fuel with the boost. So this is going to get mounted, and the tank, we took out everything that's unnecessary in the tank. So the only thing we still need to do now before we close up everything at the back there is to get a hole drilled for this guy to go back into the tank and get this guy connected to the fuel rail. But we can't do that just yet, so we're going to leave everything as easy in the back, and just get this guy set down one side nice and safe and secure, and hopefully we have enough. But okay, that's a problem for later on. We'll sort that out. I might pull in a couple of favors. But yeah, that's the situation that we have at hand right now. And Cornell is busy with the exhaust. I can give you guys a quick look at the exhaust to show you what's happening there. As you guys can see, the exhaust is getting along nicely. Sorry, that's a very bad exposure shot here with all this light coming in here. But yeah, the pipe was made with a horrible bender, so it actually restricts a lot of flow here. Yeah, this is what Cornell's been up to for the past couple of, well, minutes, seconds, hours. We've been busy since about 7:30 this morning, 8:30. So yeah, the reducer is in, go into the flex. The flex is really necessary. I was planning on not using one, but then I heard, just to be safe, just run it, because otherwise you're going to have a lot of issues later on down the road. With a V-band fitting that goes onto the 63mm down to the 50mm reducer into the exhaust pipe, there's a 50mm pipe, and the tip that you took off, we don't have sealer for, is on the floor at the back.
A little bit of sealer, we can use it, or otherwise tomorrow when we go to the shops again, we get some at the shops. Depends.
But yeah, the situation as it goes right now is a downpipe in the spot that it is right now, with strong welding, not pretty welding, going down into the flex. It's all 63mm pipe, and that's how things are gonna go down for now. Hi guys, it's 5 p.m. We've been busy since roughly about 7:30. I know I said 8:30 earlier in the video, that's my bad, that's not the time. But we are at this point where we can't go any further because of me being frustrated, and it's getting a little bit late and we need to get food and stuff sorted for the family. But yeah, situation update. Situation update is the downpipe's in, it goes down, and then as you can see, like Ronald showed you earlier, the whole full exhaust is in and connected. The turbo is not yet fully connected, it's just being held in place with two M6 bolts. The downpipe's been built, it's been polished, it's been shined, and it's going to rust there anyways, that's fine. So for today, this is just going to be a one day episode. I'm going to load 2 videos this week because there's so much shit happened today that I might even chop out, or we might just make one video. Depends on how things go out tonight, because I'm going to start editing everything tonight and see how far we can get and how much progress we can make. But yeah, for now I'm just going to stop there with the video, and I'm going to see you guys. I think this met die video eindig nou nie.
Yeah, you know what, we'll keep it. We're just gonna run, like we said, gonna run to the shop quickly and maybe buy a burger and a pizza, something to eat. Time is a bit catching us at the back here, so yeah, let's see when we come back, and then we'll carry on, see what we can do. Like Kazi said, yeah, assemble the nose, put the radiator back and all that stuff, and see maybe later on if we can get somebody falling out of heaven to spare us with the wires here. So yeah, let's see what we can do from there onward, and then we'll see you a bit later.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna go. I'm gonna drop the phone in the car for the time lapse when we go to the shops and whatnot. We're gonna get. I think I'm gonna carry on until about 6:30, and I'm gonna go spend some time with my son, or we can just wake up tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock again and just get everything sorted.
Jump back in and get onto it.
Well,
sort it out.
We're gonna put this in the video nonetheless, and if the video continues, you know. If it's not, we're gonna drop you guys here. So cheers, guys. Have
Peace
a good
out,
one,
boys, and see you later.
and just keep boosting. There we go.
Always.
There we go. If you like what you've seen today, like, subscribe, drop a comment. If you have any comments on how to do the fuel relays and the wiring diagram, I'm struggling. This is one of my biggest things I've been struggling with, is wiring. I've never been able to build up the courage to do it, but that's the situation for now. We'll keep you guys posted, and then in the next one,
See you